Hello students. In this video, we will learn about Pteridophyta, the third division under cryptogams. Pteridophytes are the first true land plants, commonly called ferns. Though they are terrestrial, they are still dependent on water for fertilization. They have a differentiated plant body that bears true roots, true stem, and true leaves. Pteridophytes are tracheophytes, unlike thallophytes and bryophytes. Hence, they are the first vascular plants to have xylem and phloem. Xylem helps in the absorption of water and minerals, whereas phloem helps in the translocation of sugars. These are embryophytes with jacketed sex organs, meaning that the embryo is formed after reproduction, and the sex organs are protected by special protective layers. Pteridophytes exhibit two different stages in their life, namely, the gametophyte and the sporophyte. The gametophytic stage is that which produces gametes. The gametes fuse or fertilize to form a sporophyte. Sporophyte generates spores, and these spores develop into a new gametophyte. This is called alternation of generations. Among these, the sporophytic stage is dominant over the gametophytic stage. Let us learn about them. To talk about the sporophyte is the main plant body differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Roots are adventitious, and the stem is usually branched. The leaves of pteridophytes can be smaller, called microphylls, or can be larger, called the macrophylls. The sporophytic body bears a special structure, called sporangia, maybe on the stem or leaves that generate spores. Present under these sporangia are leaf-like appendages, called sporophylls, that unite to form structures, called cones or strobili. To talk about the gametophyte structure, it is a multicellular, free-living, photosynthetic, thalloid gametophyte, called prothallus. The gametophytes bear the male and female sex organs, the antheridium and archegonium, respectively. Antheridium is a racket-shaped structure, protected by a sterile layer. It produces the male gametes antherozoids that are multiflagellated. The flagella help in swimming to reach the archegonium. The archegonium is a flask-shaped structure, with a swollen basal region, called the venter. The venter encloses the female gamete egg. These are the structural details of the sporophytic and gametophytic plant bodies. Talking about reproduction, the pteridophytes exhibit alternation of generations, where the sporophytic stage is followed by the gametophytic phase and vice versa. The sporangium bears spore mother cells, which undergo meiosis to form spores. In the majority of pteridophytes, the formed spores are similar, and such plants are called homosporous. Whereas, in plants, like Salginella, the spores formed are of two kinds, microspores and macrospores. Such plants are called heterosporous. The spores germinate to give rise to a multicellular, free-living, photosynthetic, thalloid gametophyte, called prothallus. The microspores develop into male gametophytes, and megaspores develop into female gametophytes. The gametophytes develop the male and female gametes, called antherozoids, and eggs, respectively. The antherozoids are multiflagellated and are released into the water. They swim and reach the archegonium. The antherozoid fertilizes the egg, resulting in the formation of a zygote. The zygote develops and differentiates into a multicellular sporophytic body. This is how the sporophytic and gametophytic stages are alternated in the life cycle. Pteridophytes are also economically important. Aquatic pteridophyte azolla is used as a biofertilizer that provides nitrogen to the soil. These are the details on pteridophytes. Let us summarize. Pteridophytes are the first true land plants and the first vascular plants. They are embryophytes with jacketed sex organs. The life cycle includes sporophyte and gametophyte stages. The sporophyte is dominant over the gametophyte. The sporophyte bears sporangia that generate spores. The gametophyte bears antheridium and archegonium, which produce male and female gametes, respectively.